Hey faves, what's up girl? Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time seeing this channel, hey girl, my name is Fee. Today we are getting into a full detailed soft matte makeup tutorial for my girls, specifically for my girls who are 35 plus that don't have all the time for all of the steps, but you do want to master an everyday face that still looks like you, still makes you feel confident when you're walking out of the house, and all of the things in between. Even a face that you can wear from day to night that is going to last you all day with at least 12 hours of wear. That is what we are getting into today. We're going to be using a couple of new products, such as the NARS Natural Matte Foundation that just recently released that I have been in love with. I did a look yesterday that I didn't record, and I was like, you know what? I got to get in front of the camera and tell my girls because this look is so tea. It feels like me. I didn't have to do anything where I felt like I had to just pack it on. This is a step-by-step tutorial. I even talk about skincare prep and all of that. So go ahead and grab all of your things. Even if you just want to sit and watch, I have added all of the links below for you step by step so that you can save this, you can reference this. I've even added it on my Shop My specifically for you with the tutorial. So go check it out there as well. Let's get into today's tutorial. Hey faves, what's up? It's your girl Fee here. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all, we are going to get into some makeup today. I want to show you guys a simple routine that I think everybody can follow because I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a professional, but I have been playing around in makeup for about the last 4 to 5 years now, and as I continue on this journey, I am starting to get better and better. Not to mention, I have also gotten a few new products in, such as the new NARS Natural Matte Foundation that I have absolutely been loving, y'all. I absolutely love this foundation down. I also decided to go ahead and grab the new TirTir concealer, as well as a couple of other things that I'm going to show you guys throughout this video. I did my makeup yesterday, and y'all ever had one of those makeup days where you like, dang it, I wish I would have recorded this? That is what it felt like when I got done. I felt like my makeup was so good. Now I don't remember every single step, but I do remember most of them, and I remember that it was the NARS Natural Matte Foundation that I used, and I said I have got to show the girls because everywhere I went, I was getting compliments. Even when Lisa got in the car, she was like, oh, your makeup looks so good today. Jazz FaceTimed me. She was like, your makeup looks so good. And I was like, this is the one. This is what I'm going to show the girls. So let's dive in. Let's get into it. I'm going to try to make this as quick for y'all as I can, or at least until my camera runs out. But I'm going to show y'all everything that I'm using. Now, of course, when it comes to makeup, the biggest thing is skin prep. We all know that, right? If your skin is not hydrated and moisturized, you're going to run into some issues. So while I was in my bathroom this morning, I did go ahead and wash my face. I used the Tatcha Matcha Cleanse, and then my toner is the TirTir Milky Toner. I have been loving that as of late. After that, I am loving the Rhode. This is their Glazing Milk. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see. Can you see that? So this is the Rhode Glazing Milk, y'all, that I have absolutely been loving to put on my face after I put on the TirTir, especially when I know that I am doing my makeup for that day. So we're going to put some on now. And it just reinforces that baby bottom smooth feeling for my skin. It's really good, y'all. I see some of the girls using the Glazing Mist. I have not tried it yet. Tatcha sent me their Dewy Mist, so I'll have to try that. But in the meantime, I want to get through this bottle first. I also like to go in with my Tatcha sunscreen. This is their SPF 50 sunscreen, as well as the Tarte Poreless. I went back to that yesterday, and I really do think that it has something to do with my makeup application. I usually just do 3 on my face, like a backwards 3. And then I'm really mixing these at the same time, so I'm doing 2 in 1 step. For this, if you have any sort of pore skin issues, whatever the case may be, I'm telling you, the Tarte Poreless is going to get you where you're trying to go as far as your skin having that nice smooth base that you are looking for. And as you can see, my hands are just, girl, gliding across the skin. So you guys can see my skin. As you all know, I have discoloration and hyperpigmentation. If I can remember, I'll pop a picture of my skin 6 months ago and how far we have come. And what I've been doing has been working for me. So I'm going to continue on this journey. And then I'm going to go in with my Danessa Meyers. This is the water powder serum that I love, y'all. So we're going to go in with a little bit of that. We're going to get the T-zone here. Just wherever you sweat the most. It's a gloomy day outside today. I was hoping that we would get some more sun, but that did not happen. So we got to do what we can with what we got. So I'm going to put that on, and then from there, I know it seems like a lot of primer, but I'm walking y'all through literally what I did yesterday. And I was just really having fun. I'm going to be honest with you. It was one of those mornings where I got time. Let's play around a little bit. This is the Bobbi Brown. It's their face base. I love the way that their face base makes me feel and all of the things. So I went in with that too because it just has a nice base. Now, do you need all of this to prime your face? No, you don't. But as I age, I do have pores that are showing up more than what I would like as far as skin goes. And so I'm definitely trying to fill in those pores as much as I possibly can. My lips, I always start off with the MAC Prep and Prime just to moisturize and condition my lips all throughout my makeup. I know some people use Vaseline, some people use Aquaphor, Edam, Summer Friday, something. But while you're doing your makeup, moisturize your lips, because lips is usually the very last step. And then the last thing as far as prep for me is going to be the Clarins eye cream. This is the Total Eye Lift. I feel like this was a game changer for me yesterday when I did my makeup. Sometimes I remember to do it, other days I forget, but I will tell you I get better results on the days that I remember. So I'm just blending that all in, and then go around the eye too, massage it in, go back and forth so that you can have a really good application. Try to get as close to your waterline as you can without it going into your eye, of course. So that is skin prep for me as far as I'm concerned. That is everything that my skin needed. So the next thing that we're going to get into is the Danessa Meyers Yummy Balm. Did I even use this yesterday? Girl, I don't think I used this yesterday. Actually, I don't think I did. Which is weird for me because I'm always using Danessa Meyers Yummy Balm. But I really think I went straight in with the NARS Natural Matte. And I know y'all don't see me color correcting. I did not color correct yesterday. I do remember that. But I'll show y'all what I did instead of color correcting for my skin. So when I went to the NARS event, he told us to pump it into our hands. Now for me, a solid 3 pumps, 3.5, it's literally that much. It doesn't take much at all, honestly. It does not take much. And that is what he told me to do. So of course, let it warm up on your skin, 15-20 seconds, something like that. Pat into it and then go in. So I just do this all over because your foundation doesn't take that much. So when I go in, I'm literally patting on top of those areas that I have the most concern, because that's where I want the makeup to really sit and stay. You can put it on however you want to put it on, my girl. I got my forehead, got a couple of spots there. I'm just really going around. Notice I'm not putting anything under my eye, because sometimes what we tend to do is we put too much makeup in certain spots where it's this all that isn't needed. But I do want to use the makeup, so I'm just going over a couple of places. And I am wearing the color Tahoe. That's the color that I wear in this foundation. And what I love about this, y'all, is it really does feel more like a serum than a foundation, which is why I feel like it's going to be perfect for us patio baddies, brunch girls that love to be outside in the spring and summer. It is going to be perfect for us. I'm then going to go in with the TirTir. Now, the cool thing about the TirTir is it has this solid concealer here that I just think is bomb. But then it also has the liquid version as well. So what I did yesterday, because I was just playing around. Can y'all see that? Here we go. Just my hand I don't think y'all can see it. Let me come back some. Maybe that'll do it. All right, so that y'all can see. Look up, Marlon. Say cheese. So I went in with that first, and then I took the bottom and I went in over here like that, just so we can let it sit while we put our foundation in to our skin. So the brush that I'm going to use for my foundation is the good old Danessa Myricks brush. It's the one that I love, and I'm going to pat first. I don't really do, and the reason why, I feel like if you have discoloration, hyperpigmentation, anything like that, where you need more coverage, it's kind of hard, because when you're doing all of this, you're moving that product in another direction. And so if you put it on top of some blemishes and then you start moving the product, you're not getting the coverage that you're looking for. And what you inevitably end up doing is adding on more product that was unnecessary and it wasn't needed. So that is why I do more beat than I'd sway. That's what we'll call it. But it is a perfect color matte for me. What you think? I love it. I love the way it turned out. While my concealer is setting, I am going to go ahead and, oh, I didn't do that yesterday. Look, I told you I'm trying to remember what all I did. I did not do contour. I ended up doing bronzer. So I'll show y'all that when we get to that part. We can go ahead, let me find the brush that I use. So this was the brush that I used yesterday. It was clean yesterday, so this is day 2. I usually can go 2 to 3 days of using the same brush before I have to clean them. So just keep that in mind. But this is the House Labs brush. I'll link it for y'all. I love to use this brush. I like, Jasmine recently showed me how to use a thicker brush when she was here and visiting. So that's what I've been doing. So we're going to go ahead and blend this in. And I like that it can get up in the corners for me. Make sure that you're blending down too. Don't just blend across. Get a little bit on your eyelid if you need to. If you got some left, and just do your thing, sis. But the TirTir is a blurring concealer. I love everything blur. I don't know about y'all, but it say blur, and I say, sign me up. Where do I need to be? What line do I need to get in? So we're just gonna go around. And especially if you are a beginner or you're not a professional at this, you know what I'm saying? You just trying to find what makes you look good on a day-to-day basis. I like the fact that with these brushes, you going over your eyelid, it gives you room for imperfection. If you don't lay the foundation perfectly, the concealer perfectly, you can just kind of clean it up that way and just come on down over your eye, and you're not worried about, oh, did I get in that corner? Did I get on my waterline? Whatever the case may be. So that is what that looks like. All right. So then we're going to go in with, these are our blushes. These are Huda Beauty blushes. I love the Huda Beauty blushes. They are my favorite. Girl, I got to stop looking over at my camera and look at y'all. So if you like, girl, who is she looking at? Child, myself. So just find your marker on your face. And I like to mix her colors. And I'll link the ones that I use below. But I can tell you guys that this is the Sunset Lychee and the Peach Sorbet. Those are probably the two that I would say I reach for the most when it comes to Huda Beauty. They just blend beautifully on me. So then I just take it. I do come up under my eye. It's better on my face to go higher than it is to go lower. I'm learning. Going lower ages me, I guess you could say, where going higher is better. So for my 35 and up plus girlies, it's time to go high, sis. It's time for us to go high. Wipe off excess on your nose. If you feel like you need a little bit more, which is something that I am learning about myself, is that I don't put as much color as I think I am. So I recently grabbed Curve Case. This is made by Mitchell. Have y'all heard of him? He was super popular on TikTok, I think. Well, it's now carried in Ulta. And so once I saw the Ulta, this is the light one. I honestly probably should have gotten the medium if I'm keeping buck with y'all. And I'm probably going to go back and get the medium because I tried the brown in this one the other night and it did nothing as far as contour for me. So even though they look darker, they're actually pigment wise, I mean, unless you finna, it's not like With Danessa, you be like, ooh, baby, I can just do one dab, and that's enough. I would say 3 or 4, if I'm being honest with you. See, it's showing up more now, and I like that. Get you a couple of quick dabs and just go in. So now that's done. And what I really liked about my face yesterday was like, it still felt really natural. It didn't feel like I was doing too much, you know what I'm saying? And that was the part that I like. Now, if you put on your foundation, the NARS Natural Matte, and you still feel like, oh, I need a little bit more coverage, and you didn't use the color corrector, the Ame Colé foundation stick or the Merit foundation stick, any solid foundation stick that is your foundation color, you can just go over those areas real quickly and just blend it right on top. Don't slide it, just pat it in to that area, and that's gonna handle whatever you need to handle. Now I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario. This is in the color 420, right above my blush. It doesn't take that much because this is the one that I'm using more like a highlighting concealer than anything. So I don't need too much. I'm gonna come here. I don't need a whole lot of highlight, so we're just gonna go with those areas. So we're gonna let that sit, and while that is sitting, we are going to do our brows. All right, girl, it keeps blurring on us, and I need to get closer. Ugh, it's because it's so gloomy out. If I would have had the sun that I was intending to have, we would have been straight. I think I'm still doing okay. I like to start, let me lift my hand up and see. It's gonna refocus. I like to start in the middle of my brow and just follow my brow line as best I can. I'm doing this while looking into the camera without a mirror like I would have in my bathroom. Well, actually, girl, hold on. Do I have? I do. Girl, oh, I really did good on the other side. You move so much faster though when you got a little cute mirror to make life easier. And then I'm just brushing brows up so it has more of that natural look to it and cleaning it up a bit there. So the hardest part of the brows are done. Now I'm going to take, this is the Anastasia, this is the Beverly Hills concealer pencil. This is what they call pro pencil. So it says eyeshadow primer and color corrector. It's a concealer stick. So I just use it to go under my brows like that. If you got some hairs that are a little loose on top, you can gently clean it up across the top as well if you need to, like that. Done. And then we're gonna go right back in with that same brush that I've had previously used, and we're just gonna come down and we're gonna blend it into that blush to get the look that we're aiming for, which is a soft, natural, everyday, beginner-friendly look. Am I turning into a makeup guru? I don't know, girl. You let me know. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't do my makeup looking for perfection. I can tell you that. I do my makeup because I'm looking to be confident when I walk out the door. I always think you never know who you may run into, so you always want to be prepared. You always want to look the part. You always want to look your best, right? For the powder, I'm going to go in with Huda Beauty. This is the Cherry Pie. It's the Duo Easy Bake. I like it a lot. Let me open it up, not over my caftan. And I'm actually going to use a couple of powders. So instead of doing all of that underneath, I did more, I would say, on top yesterday. And so I'm just going to take it. This is what it looks like. Dab my hand. And we're going to use that powder that's on our hand too. Oh, girl. I almost forgot to blend in. Girl. I feel like the sun has moved. Let me see if I can get this light. Same. All right. And then we're just going to go up under our eye. Let me see if I can zoom in for y'all. And we're not technically baking, but do y'all see that? Girl, that's what won me over with my makeup yesterday. It could be the Huda Beauty. It could be the application. It could be the products, a combination of all the things, but it just instantly brightened, lifted, it did everything that I wanted my under eye to do. And I love that so much. Ha! Hello, it's me. That's how that felt. And then I went in with little derma here, because to me, derma blend is try and true, boo. You don't need too much. Don't get happy like I did on the front and the back, but you get you enough and just top it. And this one, I'm not necessarily going far out, so you can always consider this like my brightening powder. I don't have to drag it all the way out unless I absolutely want to. I don't, so I'm gonna stay right here. All right, I'm gonna tap it again. We're just gonna stay in this corner to mid eye, I would say. If you want to drag it, you can just finish it off, but that's what I wanted. And then of course come over wherever you had that concealer. I like to also put it on my brows just to keep them in place. I had some down here. Cool. So that is it for loose powders for me. So we did all of the things. We're gonna go ahead and spray. Now I sprayed Danessa's. This is the Yummy Bomb powder. Well, it's the Yummy Bomb in liquid form. So yes. Oh girl, what I dropped? I don't know. It don't matter. So we're gonna let that set just a little bit. While that is setting, we need to do something with our lids right here. And so let's get into, let me show you. So we're going to use the Anastasia. This is the contour kit, light to medium. I'm really just going to be focusing on this brown right here. That's the brown that I like. And so I'm going to take a brush. I'm just taking a brush that I can use for my eyeshadow, because this is not a, again, this is everyday, so I'm just looking for warmth on my eyelids. Also not going to wear lashes with this look. We're going to do mascara, but I'm going to show you what I did with the mascara yesterday and I loved it. So this is just me putting that warm brown all over like that. So you're just bringing that color, you know what I'm saying, back into the fold. And then you can also take your puff, dab it a little bit into this, and then come down. And that's where you can get the contour if you want some for your nose. And take that same brush, because it's the same exact product that was on it, and just blend it into that product. Now, I do use the same bronzer pretty much all the time. It's rarely that I skip out on my Juvia's Place. So this is the tan palette, and I just come in and give me a little brown here. Again, it's a daytime look, so you don't have to go super heavy, but you do want to get that. You want to get it. So get it, girl. Boom. And then I'm going to come and do the same thing over here. And what I've learned is you don't always have to contour. Depending on the look, sometimes you can just bronze it at the end. So like that. And then I'll take the lighter color at the bottom and just dust it across the bottom and dust it across the top. Because I do use one more bronzer at the end, and I'll show y'all what it is once we get there. But we have to do our powders and our blush, and then we'll be done. So blush is the Patrick Ta She's That Girl blush, and I love it. I'm going to use this end here of that House Labs. It don't take a whole lot of this. 2 dabs and you can go in. But of course, you do as much blush as you want. Me, I'm still getting used to, not saying looking like a clown, but you blushing it out. I'm definitely a pink blush girl though. Pink, peach, coral, that's my lane, and I'm sticking to it. I don't try much outside of that, but that's so pretty. I love that. Just kind of glide it so there's no line between the bronzer and the blush. But to me, it just feels like simple enough. It still looks like me. I'm not trying to look like I'm not me. And that's the biggest thing to me with makeup that I see online, is like the people don't be looking like themselves when it's all said and done. And that's cool. That's the goal. But for those of us everyday girlies, you still want to look like you. So you're really working to enhance. So there's my blush. Kept it really light and sweet, not too much. And then I'm going to go in. Oh, I hope I didn't break this. This thing loves to break. Cool. Now that I have put my blush on, the last thing I'm going in with is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is their finishing powder. I'm wearing the color 2. This is for under my eye. And we're just going to pat into it. And we're just going to go in. And what I love about it is that it's waterproof. So even if I feel like I start sweating or may have a teardrop or anything throughout the day, it's super easy to come back and clean up. And that's what I like. And it definitely gives the blurring effect that the girls like. So that's what it looks like with 2. And then we come in with 3. And this is like my Skin Match Complexion Perfecting, because it's a finishing powder. So think of finishing powder more like a perfecting powder. So any blemishes that are left that you might want to conceal, like pore issues, this is where, to me, the finishing powder kind of comes in. We're going to glide over that a little bit and just come across the top here. So that's most of the face. Now we can go in with the lip. The MAC Prep and Prime you don't have to take off, which I love for us. So I'm just going to go in line. And this is a lip stain. I don't know if y'all have seen it yet. It's the X Lip Lingerie. And it's a stain. And I have been loving it. It does last all day. The liner does, for sure. And this is what the tip looks like. So I put that one on first. And then I'm going in with the Limitless Brown by Makeup Forever, just so that it's more defined. Super cute. Love it. Love a good liner day. Oh, I wanted to try this. This is the Maybelline Shadow Drip. They just sent me this. It's like an eye tint. I don't know. Let's try it now. Why not? Just try to see. Ooh, what do you think? That's different for me. I haven't done it. We're going to let it dry down. It feels a little wet, so I definitely want to let it dry down for sure. For my lip, I thought I brought it. Did I bring it? Yes, I did. We're going to go in with the new Velvet Teddy. This is the Powder Kiss and Cheek by MAC. To me, it's just a great everyday lip type of situation. Let me see. I still have that brown powder on this brush, so that's pretty. So we have all of that on. For liner, I did do liner yesterday, and I'll show you guys what I did. It wasn't a lot though. To me it wasn't a lot, maybe to you, but it wasn't a lot to me. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liner. This is the Dark Side. It's a waterproof gel liner, so I just came under right here. Again, not too much. And then I actually went to the top and did the same thing under the lashes. I've been liking that lately versus over like that. If you can do it without blinking, you are amazing. And so before we even do our mascara, we're going to go ahead and spray. So I'm going to first go in with the powder melt. Girl, I need some more. Somebody tell One Size to hit me up. This is the One Size powder melt. And then I'm going to actually go in with the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray. Girl, this spray, listen, I'm loving it. Again, it's meant to be just like an everyday, soft, matte, girly girl look that you can change and make it more day to night. If you wear this during the day and then you want it to be more nighttime, do something with your eyes, add a little bit more eyeliner and more blush. That's it. You should be able to go and do what you need to do. So let's get into the mascara. I'm going to go in first with this is Tarte's. Can y'all see that? I don't think you can. Oh, sorry, toots. Let's see. Well, maybe you can see that. This is Tarte's Tartelette. This is actually their lash primer that I'm using. I do have the mascara, but I like the L'Oreal Extensionist that I've been using lately a whole lot. So I'm going to go in using that on top of this so you guys can see how much it extends your natural lash out. If you're looking for a good primer, this one's really good. Lancome has one that's also really good. Their Curl Booster XL, I think is what it's called. Really good. So we are coated. Now we're going to go in with our extensionist here. And you just start. Do y'all see this? Do you see the way my lashes are coming to life? Literally. That's why I like it. Now, I like to do 2 to 3 coats of mascara when I'm not wearing any lashes, because I still like to have the lash effect if I can. So I actually got some new mascara in the other day. This is the Lash Sensational by Maybelline. It's supposed to be a body mascara. So I'm going to put this on top and see what this does. But what I did yesterday was I just put on 2 to 3 coats of the Extensionist on top of that primer. I think I said I did 2 coats. So I ain't do 3. And it was absolutely phenomenal. So this is the Maybelline body. Let's see if I get any extra, because what I'm really looking for is something that makes it look more volume, not necessarily length. The primer gives me the length, so now I'm just trying to get the darkness, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I think it's doing what I'm looking for. What you think? I think so. You can see the difference. This is the side with it. There may or may not I don't know. I think from what I can see on my end, it feels darker. And that is how I did my lashes yesterday, with no added extensions, no lashes at all. And then for the bottom, I'm just going to go in. This is the Lash Paradise. Who is this one by? I think this is also by L'Oreal. Yeah, this is by L'Oreal, but it's in brown because I like to wear brown during the day. And I'm just going to gently, like that. I don't want too much. I want just enough. Now, if this were going to be me wearing it in the daytime, obviously I would wear a black mascara. And if you ever get like a chunky moment like that and you're like, oh, what do? Let it dry first and then go in with a Q-tip and just glide up under it. Clean it up just like that. You don't have to panic. It's totally okay. It can and shall be fixed. All right, so to finish off the look, I'm going to go in with my YSL. This is the Love Shine Candy Glaze in 2. It's just meant to be like a light glaze, so don't expect too much here. But I love the way that it feels. And that is my look, sis. How did I do for an everyday makeup look? Especially if you're looking at me at the beginning of this video and what I'm trying to cover up versus now. So all I need to do, ooh, I think my hair look a mess up under here, but let's just see if we can look, can we make it into something for the girls? I need a brush. All right, my makeup is done. Now I just need to go downstairs and do something to the top of this head, put a few more curls in, but I'll be ready to go out and enjoy my day. I have linked everything down below for you guys that I use. Let me know what you thought of this tutorial. Do you want to see me use more makeup? All of the things, girl. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, face.